Hey guys, this is Juniper Gaming and I'm Josh K bringing you the Week 4 pregame show. This week is going to be the Lexington Demons at the San Antonio Stars, and you see there that the Demons are undefeated and the Stars are winless. And if you were wondering, the Demons were an 86 overall this week and the Stars are a disappointing 67 overall. So knowing those things, we'll hop right into the depth chart for the Stars. And you see that their starting quarterback is Billy Turner, who is a 66 overall, so that's not very good overall for him, and a 62 overall for Amardi Elliott, but he is hot, so it seems like he's been doing pretty good with his low overall, so we'll see how he does in this week. And Brandon Brooks is a 59 overall fullback. And now we'll go to the wide receivers. You see there, Wes Wright would be starting, and it looks like he's their only good wide receiver, at least in overalls, that is. But instead, it's going to be Jared Mills and Ty Michael Norris, who are going to be starting at the wide receivers, 64 overall and 57 overall. And Staconian Owens is going to be the slot receiver today, who's a 54 overall. And now we'll go to the tight end. You see Jason Vincent, who is a 95 overall, and he is hot as of this week, and he is also a team captain, so he's leading his team to no victories as they are winless, but he's still doing good himself, so he's got to feel a little bit happy, I guess. And now we'll move to offensive line, and you see Judah Joe, who is a 94 overall left tackle, and now the left guard, that is, Antonio Watson, who is a 66 overall at that. And now the center is going to be not Ben Nelson. Well, actually, Ben Nelson. I'm sorry. I thought that cold thing right there, he's cold. I thought that was an injury thing. So he is playing this week. Want to get that across. 93 overall. And he's also a team captain. So he's cold. So we'll see if he gives us any sacks. If he doesn't, we'll see about that. And the right guard, you have here Benjamin Bergmere, who is a 62 overall, but he's not starting because he's injured. So B.J. Davis is going to be starting, 54 overall right guard. And now the right tackle, we have Chris Varley. The 97 overall right tackle is definitely good with blocking their quarterback there on the right side. Chris Varley, 97 overall. And knowing that, we'll move on to defense, and we have Kenbrell Jordan, who is a 99 overall left end, who is cold, so he's rated good. He's not doing so hot, so we'll see what happens with that in this game. And the right end is going to be Bashad Kennedy, who is a 45 overall right end. Ouch. That's all I can say about that. Defensive tackle, you have Taz Fitzgerald, and I believe that's it. They are a 3-4, I believe, so Taz Fitzgerald is going to be the only one starting at defensive tackle. And left outside linebacker is Deontay Phillips, and 93 overall. And the two middle linebackers, yep, I was right, Carlos Brand and Trevon Hampton are both going to be starting this week, 88 overall and 85 overall, respectively. And the right outside linebacker is Demetrius Eves, who is a disappointing 52 overall. And now the cornerbacks here. We have the two starting cornerbacks, Gregory Norwood, who's cold, and 97 overall. And we have John Seymour, who's cold and hurt. So we have Carter Schofner, who's 46 overall, who's going to be starting today in replacement of John. And now we'll move to free safety. And we have Zach Keller, who is a 44 overall, and that's a pretty bad rating for him. And the strong safety this week is Rasham Selders, who's a 52 overall, so not great ratings for the safeties. But we'll move on to special teams. Dervin Lewis, who's a 53 overall, and I don't want to be racist or anything, but he's black, and you know, there aren't a lot of black kickers in the regular NFL. I don't think there's one. That's definitely a shock to me. So he's a 53 overall at his position. And now the punter is Julian McCabe, who is a 99 overall punter. And now the kick returning is going to be Zach Keller and not Wes Wright, as he's hurt. Jared Mills, 69 overall. is going to be returning this game. Same thing for punt returning. And to kick off the start is, of course, none other than Dervin Lewis, the black kicker, as I mentioned before. And I'm emphasizing this because I've really never seen this before. It's not because I'm black or anything, but he's a black kicker. So, long snapper, we have Brandon Bartolumuki, that's really weird. Third string tight end, 28 overall. And now third down running back is Garrett Cooksley, who is 56 overall. And knowing that, interesting team for the Stars, we'll go to their injury reserve and see who's hurt here. We have Brendan Bergeimer, who's hurt for 2 weeks with a fractured foot. Wes Wright's going to be out for 9 weeks, so that's not good for them. He's one of their only good wide receivers, and he's going to be out with a dislocated hip. And John Seymour has a broken tailbone, so he's gone for the rest of the season. And he's cold, I guess. So he did bad in his last game, and he got hurt, so that's not a great combo. Hopefully he'll be back next year and be hot. So now we'll go to the player roles and we'll see what the Stars are going to have to pull together. We have Seymour as a defensive playmaker and Norwood as a shutdown corner. Mahone injury prone, Jordan is a run stopper, Hampton is injury prone, and Wright, who is hurt, injury prone. So now we'll move on to the next team, which is the Lexington Demons, and we'll see who's starting for them. And I know that Two Clutch Gaming is a fan of the Demons, so he's definitely going to be looking forward to this game, I would assume. And Jason Ryan is going to be starting this game, 92 overall, and he's cold right now, so that's not great for him. But they have Devin Randolph, who is a 96 overall and hot, so if the quarterback slacks, he's going to pick up that slack and run for some yards. And now the fullback, we have Dimitri Watts, who was a 90 overall, and the two starting wide receivers today are going to be Taj Cousins and Jabri Myers, the dual wide receivers, 89 and 87 respectively, and the slot receiver, Adavian Hammond, who is a 77 overall. And the tight end now, we have Sam Riggs, 90 overall, and the left tackle is going to be Connor Mills, 91 overall, and the left guard is Zach Porter, who is also a 91 overall. The center is Brandon Terry, who's a 90, and it's funny, their backup is 89 overall, and he's hot, so apparently he's been playing. I just figured I'd mention that since the ratings are so close. I don't know if he was starting anywhere else or anything, but he's definitely been getting some playing time. And then you see Brandon Sutton is an 86 overall right guard, and the right tackle is going to be Yvonne Colson, who is 85 overall. So definitely a great offensive line for the Demons, but we'll move on to their defense, and we have Juwan Hopkins, who is a 72 overall, and Watt Trimble, who is a 64 overall right end. And now we'll move to defensive tackles. We have Gary Miles, and I believe they are a 3-4, so Gary Miles is going to be the only defensive tackle starting today. He is a 73 overall. Left outside linebacker, Brad Gordon, 93 overall, captain of the team, and he is a 93 overall, like I mentioned before. And the two starting middle linebackers, we have Luke Gala, who has an average rating, 81 overall, and then we have this guy, Scotty Ferguson, 39 overall. Don't really know why he would start, but he is. So, questionable for the Demons, but it seems to be working since they are undefeated. So, we'll move on to Salmon Fletcher, the right outside linebacker, 93 overall, who is hot. And we have the cornerback starting, Sherrod Scott and Henry Cousins. And he is hot, and Scott is not, but they are both high ratings. That rhymed if you caught that. But looks like they're going to be doing some good shutdown corners, maybe. But the free safety, Kirsten Hosey, is hot, and he is an 84 overall. So good defense looking, except for the linebackers, which you saw. And Jermaine Hooper, who is an 83 overall, strong safety. And now we have the kicker, Nathan Johnson, who is a 90 overall. And the punter, Steven Arondino, who is a 60 overall, and cold. So now we'll move to the kick returning and punt returning specialist, Devin Randolph and Adravian Hammond, 95 and 99 respectively. Same for punt returning, and the kickoff to start is Nathan Johnson, who's a 99 overall at that. The long snapper is the third string tight end Cedric Douglas, who's a 27 overall. But I don't know if you know this about Madden 12. The tight end, the long snapper positions, if they have a low overall, it's not too bad. So that's just a little fact about Madden 12. And the third down running back is Ben Pearson, who is a 90 overall. So we'll wrap this up a little bit, go a little bit quicker, go to injuries for the Demons, and we'll move over to that. And you see that the only guy hurt is Cameron Walls, and I think he's a backup, so that's not too much of a blow for the Demons, as he is hurt for 2 weeks with a fractured foot. And now we'll move on to the player roles for the Demons, and that will just about wrap up this episode. And here we have the Demons coming up, and here they are. We have a lot of player roles here. The Iron Man for Hosey, free safety. Sutton, the right guard, is a trench warrior. Gordon, the left outside linebacker, is a defensive playmaker. Mills is injury prone. And Jason Ryan, quarterback of the future. And Fletcher, right outside linebacker, defensive playmaker. Cooper, strong safety, is injury prone, along with his friend Cousins, wide receiver, injury prone. So that will wrap up this pregame episode. Thanks for watching this. And what I think, who's going to win? Well, I'd have to go with the Demons, just looking at the standings, that the Lexington Demons are undefeated. So that's just my personal opinion. I'm not sure who is going to win, obviously, but we'll just see in the game of the week. So thanks for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the game of the week.